Hi, boys and girls. Today we're doing four practice pages in our Journeys Reader's Notebook. We're going to begin with page 178, then do 179, 180, and 181. And this is grade 1, volume 2. We're just going to do it. All right, so I get to write another opinion paper, and you can write your own opinion. I'm just going to model it for you. I'm a teacher. I think school is important. So my opinion is that school is important. You should treat it seriously. School is important. The things you learn in school are very important. Okay, well, school is important. So that's my opinion. So why do you think that? Why do I think that? Well, first reason is you learn to read and write and do math. Boys and girls, you cannot have a good life if you don't learn how to read and write and do math. It's very needed in our country, these basic skills. So that's the first reason I think it's important. And another reason I think it's important is because you learn things that you would never otherwise learn. Okay? So I'm going to write that. You learn, like, for example, like like you can learn how to play musical instruments. Um, you learn about science and social studies. And so you get exposed. So you learn things you would never learn. By that I mean you get exposed to new fields. Okay, so that's why I think school is important. I'm going to say school prepares you for life. Now that's my opinion. You can write whatever opinions you want, but that's mine. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to this page. Okay, words with endings ER and EST, and we're just going to go straight through this. Our first three words are fast, faster, and fastest. So I'm going to write the bus goes fast, the truck goes faster than the bus, and the car goes the fastest. Okay, so I'm just going to write those in that order. Fast, faster, and fastest. They made that really easy for us, didn't they? Okay, the bus goes fast. The truck goes faster than the bus. The car goes the fastest. Now we have slow, slower, and slowest. Let me see, the bug is slow. The worm is slower than the bug. The turtle is the slowest of all. Oh, they're in order again. Let's just write slow, slower, and slowest in that order. The bug is slow. Remember, slow has an OW. The worm is slower than the bug. The turtle is the slowest. Slow is my base word. Then add my suffix, est, slowest. The turtle is the slowest of all. Okay, you can click to still this frame and finish writing your adjectives. Okay, so we get a little review here. We're going to be choosing the correct words from the word box to finish each sentence. And just as a reminder, it looks like we're going to, okay, to be polite, we always have to save ourselves for last, okay? So if you have a choice, you put the words I and me second. Okay, so right here, we're going to say, do we want to say Mark and I act in a play, or Mark and me act in a play? We're going to say Mark and I act in a play. If Mark wasn't there, we would say I act in a play. We would never say me act in a play. So these are the two words we're going to use, Mark. And we're not going to say I and Mark or me and Mark. We're going to say Mark and I. We're polite, and we always put ourselves last. Mark and I act in a play. So now we have a couple pronouns, I and me. Remember, if we have a choice, we're going to put them last. And we have the word Tammy. The teacher reads and a story. Okay, now we use the word me, the pronoun me, after the verb, after the action word. Okay, so we're not going to say the teacher reads Tammy and I a story. We're going to say the teacher reads Tammy and me a story. So we're going to choose the word me. We're going to have it last because we're polite, and we always put ourselves last when there's company, like Tammy. Okay, the teacher reads Tammy and me a story. All right. So now we have two pronouns, me and I, and we have the name Ricky. So let's see how this is going to go. I see an action word right here. So I know I'm already going to be using the word me over here, because me always goes after the action word. Nana watches, okay, it's going to be first Ricky. Ricky and me. Nana watches Ricky and me. We saved ourselves for last. Okay, last one on this page. We have two pronouns, I and me, and we have the name Sue. I can already tell you Sue's going to go first, so I'm going to just go automatically write it. Sue and I like to slide. Sue and me like to slide. Guess what? Because you have to use the word I. It's before the action word. So it's part of the subject. Sue and I like to slide. And we're done. Okay, here it is. If you want to still it right here and finish it up. Now we're going to go on to this page. So we're doing a little review of, it says a statement and a command. That means when you're being bossy. End with a period. A question ends with a question mark. So we have a period for the statement, which is just like a fact, and the command. Then we have a question that ends with a question mark. An exclamation ends with an exclamation point. All sentences begin with capital letters. You knew that. So we're going to revise each sentence and change it to the kind shown in the parentheses. Okay, now I'm going to have to really help you with this. Here's an example. Glenn can read. So that's just a statement, right? But they want us to change Glenn can read into a question. So this is how we are going to do it. Instead of saying Glenn can read, we're going to say, can Glenn read? And we're going to put a question mark. We changed it. So where it says, is skating fun? It's a question right now. But they want us to make it into a statement. And statements end with periods. So we could say, skating is fun. Yeah, let's just change it like that. Remember, sentences begin with capital letters. Skating is fun. There, we just made it into a nice boring fact. Actually, it's an opinion, not a fact, because some people might not think it's fun. Super tall, skinny people, like my sons, don't think it's fun. It's too far from where they are to the ground when they fall. I like to ride my bike. Okay? They want us to change it into an exclamation. So let's say, I love to ride my bike. And then let's put an exclamation mark. I love. And let's make love into capital letters, just so that we'll see how excited we are about writing. I love to ride my bike. What do we end with? When we're doing an exclamation, we end with an exclamation mark. I love to ride my bike. It used to say, I like to ride my bike. But then we made it showing strong feeling. I love to ride my bike. So now we're going to change Chuck likes to act to a question. Chuck likes to act. We could say, does Chuck like to act? Yeah, let's do that one. Does, I'm starting my D way over here. Does Chuck, we have to start Chuck with a capital letter because it's someone's name. Does Chuck like to act? Does Chuck like to act? We change it to a question. Okay, so now they have written, you write a story, and they want us to make it into a command. So let's say, write a story. Does that sound bossy? Yeah, that's a command. So the first word is write, so we're going to begin it with a capital letter. Write. Write a story. And we're just going to end it with a period because commands end with periods. Boys and girls, I hope you learned something today. Hope you benefited from this little review. And I hope you're ready for your test for tomorrow. Bye-bye.